for you. Just as a reminder, please remember to state your name and affiliation before you ask your question. And with that, we'll open it up.
Hey, Mark, I'll go first. Dave Ginsburg with the Associated Press. 12 touchdowns in your last 17 regular season games. How do you happen to get open in the end zone so often? And does Lamar have some sort of radar that finds you when you are in that end zone?
What's going on? Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's pretty much a combination of things. Obviously, being able to feel the game, and then when you play with a guy like Lamar, he's able to hit his open guys, and obviously we've got a good connection. And then Giro calling plays and scheming things up and putting us in the right position. And I've been fortunate to be able to score those touchdowns and be in that position and just be able to make those plays. So a lot of credit to the teammates and coaches, and yeah, it's a team thing.
Hey, Mark, Sean Stepner, WMAR, ABC Baltimore. First road game in this kind of COVID era. How do you anticipate it being any different, if at all? Road trip as well.
Yeah, road trip. I don't know if it'll be too much different. I think we're still flying out, doing all the same things, staying at the hotel. So a lot of the same things we're going to try to keep similar. But I know as a team, we're just got to be able to lock in, stay focused. Keep our energy. Being away and not really having fans and stuff like that. So got to bring our own energy and keep this team going. And yeah.
Hey, Mark, it's Garrett Downey with the Ravens. Going back to the question about the connection you have with Lamar, if you had to put a percentage on the number of completions that you have that are improvised, the street ball stuff, what would you say? It seems like some of that, when he starts to scramble, he just kind of knows where you're going to be, where he's going to deliver the ball. What would you put that at?
Yeah, it's tough to kind of put a percentage on it, but yeah, it's something that we've worked, and it's kind of just happens, being able to scramble and feel where he's able to see and feel where I'm going to go, and I'm able to feel where he may throw the ball or where an open spot is. So, it happens throughout the game. It's not something that you try to do. So it's, maybe make a wrong read on a route, and then I got to make up for it and get open. So stuff like that. But, I don't know how often it happens, but, yeah, it's been good.
Mark, this is Jeff Zrebeck from The Athletic. Last year, I think you were around 44% of the offensive snaps. Week 1, you were over 70, I think it was. Now, you talked a little bit about this. With the trade of Hurst, did you expect this sort of workload? And was that all part of how you went about your off-season preparation training?
Yeah, I ran a ton this offseason, worked out a ton. In back of my head, I knew that my role was going to grow, and rightfully so. Third year being a tight end, it's naturally kind of happens that way, and so I think it felt really well. My body feels great. I felt great out there, condition wise, and so I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the task, and the more the better for me.
Hey, Mark, this is Charles Walker with the Baltimore Sun. He was also really efficient throwing to the wide receivers on Sunday, and if that continues, does that potentially open up your game even more?
No doubt. He had honestly a complete game, and our wide receivers really helped him out as well. So just the whole offense and those guys clicking, it was really cool to see. It was so efficient. Even just that 2-minute drive that we had, just plugging the ball downfield, guys getting open, finding the space on field and getting up and out and stuff like that. So guys are really clicking right now. We feel good, but we still have a lot of work to do. We still got to be able to do that week in and week out, and so we have a big test coming up this week with the Texans, and we'll see how that goes.
Hey, Mark, Kirk from 98 Rock. Talk about cool to see. It's cool to see you split out wide at 6'4", 260 pounds or whatever. What does that do to a corner on you, and how do you like, that role?
I love being outside. That's something that I love to do. It's something that I started playing football, and I was a wide receiver. So high school, almost 100% of my snaps were from outside. So it's something I'm really comfortable with. It's starting to grow throughout this offense. Being beat outside a little bit more, and so I just think it creates a little bit more mismatches. Defense having a game plan for that, and so Giro's done a great job of moving me around and kind of hiding some stuff.
We'll do a couple more questions. questions for Mark.
Hey,
Hey,
Mark,
Mark, it's Cliff
it's Ryan
Brown.
Mink from.
This
Go
is
ahead.
Cliff Brown, Ravens.com. Sort of along those lines, you switched to tight end permanently at Oklahoma. You talk a little bit about how that switch position came about, what went into that thinking?
Yeah, I got there, and it was, about a couple months into it, and I kind of realized, I wasn't going to play that first year, so I redshirted. And then Jay Norvell, I think's at Nevada right now, just kind of came to me and, told me that, he really thought I had a future at playing tight end. I had the body, I had the, kind of the work ethic to be able to do that. And I made a decision to do it. I love the tight end position. It's such a unique thing. And so once I decided to, kind of flip my brain and decide I wanted to be a tight end and really invest into it, that's when things started to click, because it's not a position you can go out there and you just kind of run around. It's a tough position. It's a unique position. But for me, it fits really well.
Mark, it's Ryan Mink from Ravens Media. Kind of piggybacking on that, how good an NFL wide receiver do you think you would be?
That's a good question. I don't know. I probably pretty good. I don't know. I basically play, wide receiver sometimes, so, it's definitely my bread and butter, being able to get open, beat man, find the zone. So I think I could do it, but, I love being able to play tight end. I love being able to, be versatile and maybe hide myself by blocking and then, going out for a pass. That's the beauty of tight end is, you never know what they're going to do or where they're going to be. It's a beautiful position.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much, Mark, for being here. And to the media, we'll send you out to breakout rooms and let you back in shortly.
Thanks, guys.
Available.